So it's kind of a fun story. College buddy of mine was visiting me. We were having a couple beers, and the beers were going down really well, and he wanted to invest some money into a business. And the more we were drinking, the better the idea sounded. And the next day I told my dad, want to open up a Chinese dumpling and noodle restaurant. My dad's like, if you two idiots are serious, I think you should stick to something that you know, which is more like Greek food or Croatian or just American food. So we were like, yeah, let's do it, like we were in. We're kind of that classic college restaurant where there's nothing too fancy. It's just, burgers, good breakfast. But we make all our sauces, we crack all our eggs. So there's a real home touch here, like, home cooking kind of deal. That's why the athletes like it a lot. I think it goes back to when I was like a kid. My dad, I said, had a restaurant in the 60s here. And at that time, the stadium was right across the street and game days was just absolutely crazy. And I just remember being a kid and just, not understanding how many people could fit in this restaurant. That was like some of my best memories as a kid growing up. This is real unique being that we're in Minneapolis. We're seconds from downtown, uptown, northeast. It's a lot harder for people like me and, the other local small restaurants in this town because you're competing with the big chains, COVID came and destroyed everybody and everything basically. And, Annie's Parlor closed down, the Purple Onion closed, a few other big time places that have been here for a long time closed. We were just us two and like two cooks, and it hasn't really changed since then. And during COVID, that's what kept us alive, was just feeding the athletes because their cafeterias were closed. We filled that void, and thank God we did because we were sinking pretty fast. I literally got the call from football and with a few explicit words, like, yes, we're ready. And he's like, I'm like, when? He's like, tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow? He's like, yeah, we're going to bring 150 guys in for breakfast and dinner for the next 2 weeks. So we were like, all right, let's go. We'll make it work. So he asked me to do breakfast for the football team every day, Monday through Friday. And we would set up a huge omelet station every day. Me and another guy would go make omelets for the guys. And then we had, oatmeal, pancakes, fruit, bacon, just the works. Then we started doing like big takeout orders, like 200, 300 people a day. We started catering for just football at the time. And now we literally cater to almost every team here. And it's a huge part of our business. And definitely it was athletics and the relationships that we've had. I mean, that was literally what saved us. Some customer told me, he's like, you might work hard, but you're rubbing elbows with some pretty cool people. It's always cool, like one of the athletes goes pro, Devondre Campbell, he's a linebacker for Green Bay, big time player. And I fed him those breakfasts. And on his wedding day, he wanted me to come up to his hotel, and we did the whole breakfast omelet thing for his wedding party. And it was just awesome, just cool experiences like that. And a lot of other athletes that make it pro come back. The U's a phenomenal place to be at. A friend of mine said, had you gone uptown or northeast or some other little cool neighborhood like that, you could have charged more and maybe made a little bit more. And maybe so, but you give up that cool sense about being on a college campus. Personal touch, I love this place, I really do. My heart's all in, that's why I think we're still doing it. I encourage all kids to check out your local places because we love being here, we love what we do. It's a lot more love here, like literally, it's just the four of us, like you said, we're a family here. All of us kind of have that same attitude, which is awesome. You just don't get that when you go to a fast food restaurant or a chain restaurant. I think that's, thank you very much.
Perfect.
Yeah, cool. All right, buddy. Appreciate it.